The 5 main pension news. Subscribe to stay informed. The pandemic's shocking impact on how long we live. Life expectancy, a key indicator of a nation's overall health and well-being, has experienced a significant decline in the United Kingdom since the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic. According to the latest data from the Office for National Statistics, ONS, average life expectancy for both men and women has decreased, painting a somber picture of the toll the pandemic has taken on our society. The ONS report reveals that the life expectancy at birth for men has fallen to 78.6 years, while women now have an average life expectancy of 82.6 years. These figures are in stark contrast to the period between 2017 and 2019, where men were expected to live until 79.3 years on average, and women until 83.0 years. The decline equates to a loss of 38 weeks for men and 23 weeks for women in terms of life expectancy. Furthermore, the ONS findings show that the impact of the pandemic extends beyond birth. Life expectancy at age 65 has also experienced a decline. Men can now expect to live until 83, 3 years from the age of 65, which is 22 weeks less than the previous period, while women's life expectancy has decreased by 15 weeks to 85, 8 years. These unsettling statistics reflect the increase in mortality witnessed during the COVID-19 pandemic, particularly in 2020 and 2021. The pandemic has shattered the progress made in improving life expectancy over the past decade, effectively resetting the clock back to levels last seen in 2010 to 2012. Furthermore, the 2020 to 2022 period has witnessed the most significant decrease in life expectancy since data collection began in 1980 to 1982, making it an unprecedented setback for public health. Moving forward, the consequences of these declines in life expectancy pose important considerations for the future. The lasting effects of the COVID-19 pandemic and the strain it has placed on the healthcare system, as well as ongoing pressures on the National Health Service, NHS, will shape future patterns of mortality. Pension scheme trustees and sponsors must thoughtfully evaluate how these trends will impact their members in the coming years. While this report provides a retrospective view, it serves as a crucial reminder for decision-makers to prepare for the challenges that lie ahead. The impact of coronavirus on life expectancy has profound implications for various aspects of society, including the state pension age. Tom Selby, the Director of Public Policy at A.J. Bell, notes that the devastating effects of the pandemic could make it incredibly difficult for any incoming government to justify raising the state pension age. The strain caused by an aging population on public finances remains a significant concern. However, the latest figures amplify the need for careful consideration of any changes to retirement policies. Amidst these concerning statistics, there are also signs of progress. A separate analysis from the ONS focusing on England and Wales highlights a notable increase in the population of individuals aged 90 and over. In the span of a single year, the population of this age group rose by 1%, reaching its highest ever level of 550,835 individuals in 2022. Additionally, the number of centenarians more than doubled since 2002, with 15,120 recorded in 2022. While these figures serve as a testament to advancements in health and medical science, they also present challenges in terms of addressing the needs of these elderly populations. Catherine Foote, Director of Phoenix Insights, stresses that our response to longer lives should go beyond celebrating scientific achievements. It demands transformation across various societal domains, including financial security, work, skills, health, and caregiving. It is imperative to bridge the gap in healthy life expectancy between different socioeconomic groups. Achieving better and longer lives should not remain the privilege of a fortunate few, but become a reality for all members of society. The implications of these changes in life expectancy extend to pension and retirement planning as well. Becky O'Connor, Director of Public Affairs at PensionBee, highlights how the statistics have significant ramifications for considerations such as state pensions and the need for increased contributions. In light of these developments, accurately estimating the duration of retirement income becomes increasingly challenging. It is crucial to keep one's pension nomination form up to date to ensure that any remaining funds are allocated according to one's wishes and beneficiaries. In conclusion, the COVID-19 pandemic has had a drastic impact on life expectancy in the UK, with the latest data revealing alarming declines. The consequences of increased mortality rates during the pandemic have reset life expectancy levels to those last observed in 2010 to 2012. As society navigates the aftermath of this unprecedented crisis, policymakers, healthcare professionals, and pension providers must address the multifaceted challenges posed by these declines. By planning for the future, supporting the needs of older populations, and reducing inequalities, we can strive to create a society where better and longer lives become a shared reality for all. Now we move on to the next important news. The big dilemma: state pension hike could trigger election crisis. State pension payments are becoming a significant concern for politicians as they approach the upcoming general election. Experts question the long-term sustainability of the benefit's triple lock due to the burden it places on working-age individuals. Prime Minister Rishi Sunak and Labour Party leader Keir Starmer are now being urged to address this issue as voters head to the polls in the later half of the year. The triple lock is a government commitment to raise the state pension annually by either the highest rate among inflation, average earnings, or 5%. Starting from April, pensioners are set to receive an unprecedented 8.5% increase in their payments. However, doubts have emerged regarding the long-term viability of such a benefit. Currently, taxpayers fund the state pension through national insurance contributions, which the government recently lowered to garner greater voter support ahead of the general election. Despite this, concerns persist among older households about their financial prospects in the future. Stephen Cameron, the pensions director at Aegon, highlights that while many Britons are increasingly optimistic about their finances, those with fixed incomes, such as pensioners, remain worried. He notes the significant costs of funding the state pension through national insurance for today's workers and emphasizes the need for political parties to clarify their state pension intentions before the election. A recent survey conducted by Aegon reveals that 38% of the 2,000 adults surveyed have negative sentiments about their finances in the coming years, while 52% feel positive. Surprisingly, males are 11% more likely to feel positive about their personal finances compared to females, despite the prevailing cost of living crisis. Notably, the age group most concerned about their financial situation is individuals aged 50 to 59, with similar numbers feeling negative as those feeling positive. This generation is nearing the state pension age, which is currently 66. Starting from April, the full new state pension rate will rise from $203.85 to $221.20 per week, equivalent to an annual payment of £11,541.90. Comparatively, the full basic state pension will increase to £169.50 per week from £156.20, resulting in an annual payment of £8,844.27 for recipients entitled to the full amount. Now let's move on to the third important news of today's edition. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to stay updated on the news. How to protect your pension when you split up. The spike in divorces during the New Year season adds to the weight of Blue Monday, as women bear the brunt of the financial consequences of marital breakups. Dean Butler, the managing director for Retail Direct at Standard Life, emphasizes the importance of considering pensions when navigating the dissolution of a marriage or civil partnership. Pensions are valuable assets that have a long-term impact on financial futures, and although the rules may vary across the UK, individuals who divorce or dissolve their partnership may be entitled to a portion or all of their partner's pension. However, if a separation occurs without formal divorce or dissolution, this entitlement may only come into effect upon the death of the partner. It is crucial to recognize that divorce can disproportionately affect women's future outcomes. Recent analysis by Phoenix Insights reveals that the average age for women getting divorced is 44, a stage in life where the gender pay gap is particularly high at 18.1%. This disparity directly affects pension contributions, as they are typically calculated as a percentage of salaries. Here are some key facts concerning divorce and pensions. When it comes to the court's consideration of pensions during divorce proceedings, all pensions of both partners are taken into account. In England, Wales, and Northern Ireland, this includes pensions accumulated both inside and outside the marriage. However, in Scotland, only the value of pensions acquired during the marriage is considered, not those obtained before the marriage or after the separation. There are 3 ways to address pension matters during divorce across the UK: pensions offsetting, pensions sharing, and pension attachment or earmarking orders. Each method has its own advantages and disadvantages. Pensions offsetting involves offsetting the value of pensions against other assets. For example, one individual may receive a larger share of the home or maintain their pension, while the other party keeps other savings instead. This approach offers a clean break and does not require a court order. However, it may result in one person having limited retirement funds, and the decision is based on the pension's present value, meaning one person relinquishes their entitlement to future investment growth. Pensions sharing allows for the transfer of all or a percentage of one person's pension to the other party. Similar to pensions offsetting, the key advantage is achieving a clean break. Once the transfer is complete, the pension is under the full control of the recipient. However, this process can be complex to set up and requires a court order. Pension attachment orders involve one person agreeing to pay a portion of their pension income to the other only when it begins being disbursed. In Scotland, this is known as pension earmarking. While this approach may simplify matters during the divorce itself, it also necessitates a court order. The person paying the pension retains a significant level of control regarding when and how the pension is utilized, and the payments cease upon their death. It is important to remember that you do not have to navigate this process alone. Seeking support from your employer, pension provider, lawyer, or financial advisor can make a significant difference. Additionally, booking a free appointment with the government's Money Helper service is a helpful resource in understanding your options better. There are 2 important news left in this edition. Stay with us. Aging population faces new challenges as life expectancy drops. In a recent report by the Office for National Statistics, ONS, it has been revealed that life expectancy has decreased during the COVID-19 pandemic. The data shows that in 2020-2022, the average life expectancy at birth for men was 78.6 years, while for women it was 82.6 years. These figures mark a decline in life expectancy after years of steady increase. Stuart MacDonald, the head of Longevity and Demographic Insights at LCP, commented on the data, stating that the decrease in life expectancy is not surprising given the impact of the pandemic. However, he emphasized that this data does not reflect the life expectancy of individuals currently alive. Instead, it is essential to consider how future mortality rates may change, especially considering the ongoing effects of the pandemic and the continuous strain on healthcare systems like the NHS. Interestingly, the report also highlighted a significant increase in the number of centenarians. In the past 20 years, the number of people reaching 100 years old has more than doubled, with 15,120 individuals in England and Wales alone in 2022. Becky O'Connor, the Director of Public Affairs at PensionBee, emphasized that the increasing longevity of individuals has significant implications for pensions and retirement planning. As the population ages, the strain on the state pension increases, potentially leading to reduced benefits in the future. O'Connor emphasized the importance of private pensions and the need for individuals to contribute as much as possible to ensure a comfortable retirement. She gave an example using the Retirement Living Standards Guide, illustrating how someone with a £100,000 private pension and full state pension could maintain a basic living standard of approximately £13,000 per year if they lived to 100. Helen Morrissey, the head of retirement analysis at Hargreaves Lansdowne, echoed the concerns about the financial challenges posed by an aging population. She questioned whether individuals saving for retirement were aware of the possibility of spending 30 years or more in retirement and the necessary savings required for such a lengthy period. Morrissey highlighted the strain on the state pension system and the urgent need for the government to address the costs associated with a potentially 30-year retirement period. She suggested that mechanisms such as increasing the state pension age could only be a partial solution, since many individuals may be unable to continue working beyond a certain point. Morrissey also called for a review of the state pension, including a re-evaluation of the triple lock system. Tom Selby, the director of public policy at A.J. Bell, acknowledged the financial strain caused by an aging population, but noted that these latest figures would make it difficult for any government to justify an accelerated increase in the UK state pension age. Selby highlighted the complex challenges governments face in addressing the impact of an aging population on public finances. Overall, the report's findings highlight the urgent need for individuals, pension schemes, and governments to adapt to the changing landscape of increasing lifespans. Planning for a potentially longer retirement period becomes crucial, as does ensuring the sustainability of pension systems in the face of financial pressures caused by an aging population. The intricacies of these challenges necessitate thorough analysis and potential reforms to secure a resilient future for retirement. We move on to the last news of this edition. Pensions Minister under fire for controversial DB surplus plan. Government officials have addressed concerns about potential pension issues arising from changes to defined benefit DB surplus extraction rules. Pensions Minister Paul Maynard assured the Work and Pensions Committee, WPC, that a forthcoming consultation will address these concerns. Maynard highlighted that funding for pensions has improved, referencing analysis from the pensions regulator, TPR, which suggests that 70 to 75% of schemes have the capacity for more productive finance initiatives. Bim Afalami, the economic secretary to the Treasury, supported the notion that productive finance can be incorporated into DB schemes without compromising returns for savers. WPC Chair Stephen Timms questioned whether DB schemes are expected to contribute more to productive finance investments, referencing the estimates provided by the Chancellor. Maynard argued that DB schemes should not be excluded from benefiting from productive finance. However, different tools would apply compared to defined contribution (DC) schemes. Trustees should be empowered to make decisions within the recommended parameters set by regulators, ensuring they act in the members' best interests. The option of surplus extraction, for example, could be considered to enhance member benefits. The government previously announced plans to consult on potential changes to rules governing DB pension scheme surpluses with the intention of encouraging investments in UK growth. However, Nigel Mills, a Conservative MP, expressed concerns that relying solely on the current favorable actuarial situation could risk a future pension crisis if adequate protections are not in place. Maynard acknowledged the importance of surplus extraction, but assured that the government aims to prevent trustees from taking inappropriate risks with member benefits. Maynard added that surplus extraction can be beneficial to employers and contribute to their solvency. Afalami confirmed that a consultation on changes to DB surplus extraction rules is forthcoming. He emphasized the importance of establishing a strong regulatory framework to govern surplus allocation. The committee also raised the possibility of allowing surplus extraction to be split between members and employers or used to boost DC pension benefits. Afalami declined to preempt the consultation's outcomes, but stressed the need to ensure that surplus extraction benefits both the economy and the members without excessive risk. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to stay updated on the important news.